on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Second down and 4. Play action this time with Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On fourth down, Love. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Throwing, Mayfield. Complete right side to Otten. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cade Otten, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Set, ready, strike 2.
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Love from the gun on third down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And finally taken out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Okay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Love from the gun.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. Love.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Love now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Red, cycle. Come on, set.
Now Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 19.
Real. Hey, alert 33. Done.
Mayfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Pistol. Red. Kings. Run. What's that?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On play action. Love to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw now. Here's Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Now Mayfield.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And I think he's going to go.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Ready to take. Ready to take. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
Prescott opening with a pass. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Packers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Down.
Love gonna air this out to start. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go. Set.
Loves to throw again. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Touchdown, Dallas. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. He's running with it.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Ready.
Love now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Let's go. Charge.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Fourth and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them.
Come on. Set.
They're going for this. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
I was hoping you wasn't thinking it was you. I don't know why he getting stuck like that. I can't even throw the ball.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Everybody kill.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Play fake. It's Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
10 cycles.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set. First and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! We're going to 54 wire. 26.
Blown back, it's the handoff. We'll cobble together a yard there. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
46.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. So in a bizarre decision, the penalty-aided conversion is going to stand, Brock. The defense choosing to decline the call.
I'm looking at your face. I'm looking at the tens of thousands of faces in the stadium. I'm looking at the officials' faces. And I think we all have the same face. It is one of just complete shock.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Fierce yellow. Hut, hut.
From the red zone now. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
You see how my player's running away from the ball? That's crazy.
second down.
Set, hut.
Jacobs running behind center. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This, our last play of the quarter.
50 Fury. Down. Ready, ready.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
Ready, break.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be facing 4th down.
Ready,
Love now to throw. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers tie things up at 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to 53. 26.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Kill.
Working from the pistol, Prescott escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Handoff on second and short. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Motioning him from the slot right. Going to the ground again on first. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Cowboys, who have 2nd and 4.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! Kill!
Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, here we go! Right take! Here we go, 46! Hey, kill! Go to 54. Go to 54. Here we go, 46. 26.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
Here we go, 47. Yeah, here we go. Right check. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, kill.
Before that play clock can expire, Mike McCarthy finds an official and calls timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yeah! There we go! Way to take! Ready to take! Then we're going to 53. Way to take!
Dowdle. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. Running for it again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
97. Here we go. Set.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's got Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Check right.
Working quickly here.
Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Jack right. Up.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Switch. Yellow.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers tie this game at 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take it. Here we go, 47.
1st down, here's Dak. They're on it, that's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, go, kill. Hey, 47. 26.
Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Yeah! Here we go! I take it! Hey, we're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Kill. 47. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. They get him yet again. And the Packers have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 13. Watson with the catch. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Offense up to the line fast.
22 needle. Ready.
First down throw. Here's Love. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Touchdown, Green Bay. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Good game. My fault for the slow start.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
46. We go 47. Kill.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Set, cut.
Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the south. Put the body on the line for his team. Give him a full 40 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. Very short kick taken at the 19. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they pick him off again. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Good game. Way to play it out, my boy. I didn't quit neither when it was 14-zip.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away.
I knew I was going to come back.
Brings in the kick at the 9. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. And the play clock expires. This is going to cost them half the distance. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Kill!
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Come on, little homie. You can't be mad, man. It's a good game. You stopped doing what I made you stop doing what allowed you to score. And it seemed like Madden was cheating me earlier. Couldn't even throw the ball. It wasn't your D.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a
Receivers was running away from the ball. All type of stuff.
That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
Stop.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Prescott now on third down. Cut out left. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Cowboys trying to do some window dressing. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide in. Here we go, go to 54, wide in.
Dak out of the pistol. He's got it to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. You've got to keep moving quick here. On first down, they'll run. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Big gain, has them across the 40. To the 25. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Down. Cut.
Handoff running right. Jacobs escapes a defender. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Trying to set this up quick.
And cycle. Snap, press.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So this is a Packers win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the first carry for King Henry. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Henry. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. On the option, they give it to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. 4th down, Jackson. That's taken in. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? We'll be back in Baltimore after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Throwing to begin is Love. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. 2nd down throw for Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, he tried to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Change it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Hey, report.
Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
Hey, middle.
Jackson up top again. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Love to throw it on first down. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Throwing on second down, Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. From the gun, it's Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Love to throw on 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the slip.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Roster 6. Ready. Claws ready. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. Blue strike. Smash, red. Check, huh?
Here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers get back in it. It is 21-7. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
No, we changed it.
Now, Jackson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready. Set.
Here's Love to throw. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. On 1st down, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down. Here's Love operating out of the pistol. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down. Now and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Jackson now on 2nd down. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, report. Come on. Hey. Yeah.
Back to throw, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson looking to throw. A deep shot for Aguilar. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Second down. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
Third and goal for Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Love.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Love. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Ravens are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Report.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
You are X.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. Jackson now to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Jackson up top again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Ready up. 52 black, few yellow. Let's go.
Love to throw it on first down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. He'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing now on third and long. This one up top for Dobbs. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Hey, middle.
On first and 10, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Here's first and 10.
No, we changed it.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson now. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's...
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line. So it's a